Good afternoon, everybody. It's me again. Today is day 22. Just a little update. I skipped day, 14, 15, 16, up till, oh wait, not the 14th. Oh shoot, I forget what day that was. Anyway, I skipped those days. I didn't get to make a video. I was going to make a video on the way down driving to my sister's house. But the little device that I had really shook around, and so I just didn't even bother. I know it would get really irritating watching something shake like that. So I just skipped it, and I know it would be unsafe to hold the phone in my hand and drive, so I just didn't do that. And I was going to stop and make a video when I got there before I went in, but that didn't happen because I had to go to the bathroom really bad. It was like a 2.5-hour drive, so I just said forget it, and here I am today, day 22. Today was supposed to be legs day, but I'm not available to do a squatting exercise, or if any of the women know what I mean. So today is not a good day. I got back yesterday from my sister's house, and I got back pretty late. I think I got back at like 3:30, and then I ate some food, and then my boyfriend and I we walked up to the gym, and we did back and biceps day. I was on a Tuesday through Saturday schedule, but we're trying to switch it up to Monday through Friday, just because the gym is open so early, and the weekend they're not open early. So we did back and biceps yesterday, and I had to leave early due to some circumstances. So but we finished the biceps part of the workout at home. We did the back part at the gym. So while we were there, I noticed that the gym was actually moved around, and they're doing the floors or something, and so all of the gym equipment, all of the weights and stuff are moved into the basketball court. And so it's kind of smushed, but not really smushed. It didn't create an issue, so it was fine. But we did go later in the day than we normally do, so there was different people there, and I can say that I much prefer going in the morning. People are nicer, and you don't get those weird dudes that are all cocky and jock type and stupid. So I didn't work out today because I'm not feeling well, and I'm feeling really blah, and I have zero energy. Ryan still went to the gym today. He took the exercises. He did legs by himself, and I think he actually hurt his hamstrings on one of his legs or something. So he didn't, let me switch hands, he didn't get to do the full workout, or he had to switch it up or something. So he did fine. He came home sweaty, so that was good. And then he stretched, and he kind of got upset that I wasn't there, because we motivate each other. If I'm feeling down, he'll motivate me, and vice versa. And so I feel bad that I wasn't able to go with him, but he did well, and I'm hoping to not make this a habit. Even if I have to just walk on the treadmill, I'm gonna try and do that. Walking up the hill is a little bit difficult because of my feet. So today was supposed to be legs, and then I skipped it also because I was looking up the Facebook group thing for the Jamie Eason Live Fit Trainer program, and there's a group on Facebook, and I talk to them all the time because I am lost and I have no idea what I'm doing, and they are amazing help. And a lot of them said that if I'm really sore, especially for this being my first half marathon that I did, which was on Sunday, and today is Tuesday, I think. Today's Monday. Yeah, today's Monday. Whoops. Wait. No, that's wrong. Today's Tuesday. Anyway, I should write this down. Since I'm still sore, I should not push myself because I can injure myself. So the only thing that's hurting right now are kind of like my hamstrings, and then the tops of my foot and the front part of my ankle. The day of, it was pretty much from the waist down. I was sore. It was hard. It was rough. So I didn't have time to make a video the entire time that I was there. So I'm going to have to make one now, and it's going to include all of them. So the whole time, I explained before that I had to prep a lot of food because I wanted to be prepared. Usually if I go down to my sister's house, I'm not prepared. I don't have any food ready, and I usually give in to temptation, and I didn't want to do that, so I prepped a lot of food, a lot of vegetables, and a lot of protein and carbs. I took a lot of quinoa with me, and I just wanted to say, like, it's difficult dealing with people who don't understand what you're doing, why you're doing it, and you just gotta, ignore it, push through it. You're doing it for yourself. You're not doing it for them. And somebody is always going to be judging you. Trying to switch hands again. Somebody's always going to be judging you everywhere you go, no matter what you do. So just ignore it and push on through, because I know what I'm doing is right, and I know what they're doing is not right. And really, I think for what I'm doing, it's working. So I'm just going to keep on doing it. And I talked to Ryan the whole time. I kept him updated. I took pictures of what I was eating. He already knew what I was going to eat, but I took pictures anyway, just to show him that I'm staying on track. So the only time that I did not stay on track was after the half marathon. So what happened was the half marathon started at 9 a.m. and there was, I think my number was 2,000 something, I forget what number it was, and so we figured that that's how many people were going to be there, but it turns out there was only like 1,331 people. So what happened was I cooked my food in the morning, my 10 egg whites, my half a cup of oatmeal, 2 cups of zucchini, 2 cups of the leafy greens, and I can't remember what else. But so I cooked it up, and then I put it in a container and put it in the microwave, didn't turn it on, and I just left it, and then I got ready, and then I ate it on the way to the race, because we had to leave at 7 o'clock because we thought there was going to be a lot of people there, and there really wasn't. And so I ate it on the way there, and then there was my sister's, she goes through meetup.com, and she walks with a bunch of people, and she met a girl there, and like a bunch of people met up. She let people go to her house at 8 a.m. and stay there until, a little bit before the race. And so that's what we did. And when the race started, it was really exciting because they divided it up. I felt kind of slow. They divided it up by like who can run the fastest, and so obviously, or jog or walk the fastest or whatever. So we were obviously way more behind. I think we were at the 10-minute plus mile marker. So and they had like this tape or whatever, this ribbon that they would hold, and then so the first section would go first, and then they would wait maybe 30 seconds or something like that, and then everybody would move up, and then the second group would go, and then us. So it was split up between under 8 or something like that, and then 8 to 10 minutes, and then 10 minutes and more. And so we were in the 10 minutes and more, and we started out walking, and I discussed this with my sister beforehand. We decided, since we're all at different walking paces, one of her meetup.com buddies was walking with us too. Since we're all at different paces, we were gonna not walk together. We walked together in the beginning for like a split second, and then my sister got kind of cut off. There was people that walked in front of her, and the joggers were weaving around and stuff. And so let's see, I think it was like mile 1.5 or 2. I wrote all this stuff down because I'm gonna forget it. I don't remember everything. So mile 1 or 1.5 or 2, like, I just didn't want to do it. I didn't think of it. Like, I was excited the day before, but then the day of, I was still excited, but not really, and my stomach hurt in the morning. And then like mile 1.5 or 2, I was like, I really don't want to do this, but I kept going. And then mile 6 or mile 7, I got really tired, and my legs were tired, and I just didn't really have that much energy. And then there were hills, and I didn't know that there were hills. And not all of the, I don't live, it was the Vancouver Marathon, Vancouver USA Marathon 2013, and I don't live in Vancouver, so I wasn't able to like see if there were hills or anything like that. So I didn't know, and there was like 3 hills, and it was rough. And after, I think, the first hill, I was kind of okay, even though Ryan and I climb hills to go to the gym 5 days a week, which will soon be 6 days a week next week. It really didn't do anything. Like, it didn't help me at all. So after the first hill, I was a little exhausted, and then the second hill came, and they were kind of like back to back. And the second hill came, and I was like completely wiped out. I couldn't jog anymore. I was trying to keep up a pace of keeping my heart rate at a certain beat. So I would keep my heart rate at 150 or more. And then if it was at that, then I would jog until I hit like 170. And then I would stop jogging and keep walking fast until my heart rate got down further. But then later on, towards the end of the half marathon, it was taking a lot longer for my heart rate to cool down and like not be so high. And so I would not go to 170, I would go to like 160 or 165, especially because I was feeling so tired. And then at like mile 9 or something, until the finish, basically, I was in survival mode, just trying to put one foot in front of the other and keep going, don't stop. I never stopped except like 3 times, and that was to stretch, but I only stopped for a little bit. And then mile 9, I kind of got excited, and I started walking faster. Switching again, sorry. I started walking faster because I was really excited. And then I hit mile 13, and you could tell that it was getting towards the end of the race because it brought you back into the city, and there was like netting on the side of the road, and there was people on the side of the road, and they were all cheering and everything. And I saw like the mile marker 13, and like I turned the corner, and there's the finish line, and I just ran. And I don't run, but I ran, and it felt really good. And then when right before you finish the race and you go over the finish line, he actually, the announcer was like, and here comes Aaron Ellis, and I was so excited. It made me run faster. It just made me so happy, and it was really cute because, like, at the end of the race, there was 3 kids that had medals, and they were handing a medal to you at the end, and then there was a lady giving you water, and the whole time they had booths. I think every 2 miles they had like a table with Dixie cups, and they had water in them, and some of them had diluted Gatorade, but I never drank any Gatorade because I don't know how Gatorade would affect me. I haven't had it for a long time because it has sugar, but I hear that it helps with the electrolytes, but like everything that I read, it says that don't drink it, it's just full of sugar. I don't know, I think that it might have been a special circumstance because it was a race and you do get tired. I brought a protein bar with me, and I brought my own water bottle. I brought like a little, kind of like a little backpack. It had strings on the straps, and then like a drawstring. You just pull the top closed, and that was it. And so that's what I used. And then at the end of the race, like, I was so tired, I could barely move. My legs were so sore. It was just really hard. And then you, like, at the end, you, like, walk around this little thing, and then they have some food, and they have water, and they have the medical station. So they gave us an apple. I ate an apple, half a banana, and then half of a Power Bar. I only ate half of it because it was peanut butter, and I don't like it in that form. Like, I like it in protein shakes, and when I want it, it was just too rich for me at that time. So after you finish the race and everybody's like walking around, it's kind of like everybody looks at you as though you just completed something so amazing, and they're just automatically proud of you because you finished. And it could have been because I'm a larger girl and I did finish, but it doesn't really matter. I finished. That's all that matters. So my time was 3 hours and 38 minutes. My place was 1278 out of 1331. So that's really not bad. I was just trying to get in under 4 hours, and if I got in under 4 hours, I'd be really happy, and I did. And then I saw, like, when I was closer, I think I was at like mile marker 12, I told myself I was gonna make it at like 3:45, and I was gonna try my hardest, and I did, and I made it under 3:45. And then my sister's husband picked us, all 3 of us, up, which was amazing. So if you ever go to a race and you're new or whatever, I would definitely suggest having somebody pick you up. When we were walking away, we were walking towards the car, there was actually a lady who was probably like 50 to 75 pounds heavier than me, and she was booking it. I was like, oh my god, she's amazing. I felt so good for her, and it just gives me chills watching people put so much effort into something like this. I just feel really happy for them. Sorry, I'm switching hands again. Really proud of them for somebody to be able to do that. Oh, and so we had like these little race numbers, and you attach it to your front, and it said your name on it, and it said your number, race number. And so every time you would go up to the water station when you're on the walk or the jog or whatever, people would say like, good job, Erin, keep it up, you're almost there. And it really gave great motivation for me, and it really helped me keep going. So some of the things that I wore for the race, besides my backpack, I had this, which was my armband, and I got it on eBay for pretty cheap. I'd say like 10 bucks or less, and it barely fits my phone, and it pissed me off the entire time because it either kept turning the volume all the way down or it kept turning it all the way up. And it really sucks because you're trying to focus on moving and you have to focus, you have to like look over, ow, my ears, you know, you gotta fix it. So there's a website that is called armpocket.com, and I think I'm going to be ordering one from them just because they're thicker. They can you can put more stuff in there, like money or a key or something like that. So another thing that was really important for me to wear that I made sure that I brought, besides my backpack because that would hold my water, is my heart rate monitor. This is just the watch part. There's a band that goes around your chest with a little attachment that goes to it that sends a signal to your watch, and it tells you what your heart rate is, how long you've been exercising. So I timed my race and I was 3 hours and 38 minutes. Just I had to make sure. But I also found out that that day I burned 2,260 calories in that race alone. So that was a lot for me. I was not going for a calorie goal. I was going for a time goal, and I was trying to get it done before a certain time. I really didn't care about calories. I tried to like eat a lot before, which I ended up getting hungry before the race or during the race or whatever. So I don't know if it's right, but it was fine for me. After the race, we went back to my sister's house, and I was hungry and I was tired. I could barely move. The backs of my ankles, like that cartilage or tendon or whatever, it was really hard for me to like step down onto a step or something or flex my foot, and it really hurt, and so I didn't want to move. And so we decided to get pizza. And I thought, since I only had probably 450 calories in the morning, and plus the apple and half a banana and then half of the power bar, I'm not sure how much that is, I definitely needed to have more food in my stomach. And so we got a 10-inch pizza each, so that's a small, I think. And I ate it all. I had a great time. I ate it all, and then I passed out. I went to bed at like probably 7:30 or 8:30. I was so tired I couldn't stay up anymore. I don't know if it was the best idea to have pizza, but I ate it and I felt great. And so now I'm still sore, and this is 2 days later after the race, and so I'm not gonna push myself. I'm still stretching, and tomorrow I'm gonna go to the gym and we're gonna do an upper body workout. I'm not gonna do any cardio. I might go light walking, but that's about it. I'm not gonna push myself until, you know, I feel like I'm ready, and it's important because I don't want to hurt myself. But hopefully next time I do a half marathon, I can jog more and have a better time. And I'm excited that now I have a goal, and I can beat my goal because it's my personal goal. Oh, I just wanted to show you. This was, oh, here's my number. So it's 2132, and it says my name, and it was sponsored by Muscle Milk, I guess. And it was Vancouver, USA half marathon on June 16th, 2013. And oh, I wore sunblock too, even though it was a little bit cloudy. That could still get you burned. I wore sunblock. I didn't get burned. I was fine. This is my medal, and it's a little scratched if you can't tell. But I think it looks really cool, and it makes me really excited. It has a good weight to it. Like, it's legit. And on the back it says live, work, run. So that's kind of cool. we might frame it. And I mean, it's my first half marathon. This is just my beginning journey of getting healthy. I'm sorry this video is so long, but I just had to share everything all at once. So, you know, tomorrow's another day, and I'm gonna push myself, and that's about it. I'll see what happens tomorrow.